So you already know what time it is. I'm gonna be reacting to Corey Holcomb talking about the Angel Reese situation with Caitlin Clark. Now, y'all know nobody watches female sports, okay? But if y'all ever seen, what is that show on, I think it's HBO. It's a show about the Lakers franchise. And it's surrounding around Magic and Larry Bird, okay? Things I did not know were presented to me in that little short documentary little show. It's a great show. I forgot what it's called right now, but it's giving you the whole backstory on how the NBA kind of got where they are and how the Lakers became a big old franchise as it is now. The NBA was a failing business. There was finna be no NBA until two players came along, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I don't know what it is about racism, but it sparks something in people that make you want to just root for maybe your favorite player or your favorite race, okay? Whatever you want to call it, but it sparks something. And Larry Bird and Magic, those two, they met in college, and though they butt heads, but behind the scenes they were kind of cool, kinda. And in the NBA, they butt heads. They were cool. They will always see each other in the finals. Lakers Celtics. What I'm saying is that this right here could be good for the WNBA. And trust me, these two girls are going to the WNBA because I didn't know who the fuck they were until Corey Holcomb brought them up. Now, I did some research to look up who the hell the white girl was. People.
See tomorrow night from Ohio State. But Louisville, a terrific defensive team as Clark finally shakes free.
So Caitlin Clark at 6 feet has a 6'2" defender on her, uses her quickness, slithers.
Here's Van Lith, has it stolen by Clark. Clark trying to outrace Cochran, able to pizza pie it home.
She can finish at the basket with contact.
Transition. This is where Iowa really flourishes.
And a Stolke, impressive freshman, big, getting ready to check in for Iowa. Clark, great feed. Warnock.
She has great eyes around the court.
Van Lith can't answer. Rebound Marshall. 13-10, Louisville
This
lead.
is what really,
what
she got great
Clark
passing.
to Warnock. Clark.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, from here on out, what you saw in that first minute is regular shit, okay? Like typical girl shit. But if I'm not mistaken, you're going to see it, I think, from here on out. She is separated from the rest. This bitch is bad.
Look at a shake free. Clark, step back three.
She got the NBA double step back down pat. She did that more than once because I've watched multiple videos.
Step back, hop into it.
Here's Clark, guarded by Robinson. Clark firing again. Oh my! Caitlin Clark, a showstopper.
She's done that multiple times.
A different defender, but still on the smaller
30 points,
side.
40 points, double doubles.
15 points in the boost to Iowa, so it's going to stay here. Here's Clark, open in the corner. She got it. Clark will fire and hit.
Shooting it in people's face.
We'll get back to that here. Caitlin Clark, you know when she goes left, watch out. That's where she is.
So that it's just a little more pointed, and it's obviously been effective. Clark, an impressive first half. Jones can't hit the quick jumper. Not sure Jeff Walls loved the shot. Here's Clark. Oh, what a no-look. Warnock. Rebound Warnock, who's having a huge game.
That's not the shot.
Clark connects.
Pull-ups.
On a three. Timeout, Louisville.
I would show you all her highlights of pull-ups and stuff like that, but this girl, she reminds me of Steph Curry. I'm not gonna lie. She is nice. And thank God this girl is nice. The WNBA needs to make some money. And sweetheart, you might be the one. Now I would show y'all Angela Reese, but think of Shaq when you see Angela Reese. This girl isn't as flashy as Caitlin Clark is. All right. So I'm not gonna play. I don't want to keep y'all here all day because I'm probably at 8 minutes already, and I didn't even get to Corey Holcomb yet. So I'm not gonna play y'all Caitlin right now. I'm not gonna play y'all Angel right now. Watch.
So as I told y'all in a separate video, Black Angel Reese, the talking, and people ain't like that. So I talked about Dave Portnoy's Barstool Sports saying that she was a classless piece of shit. And you see Shaq right there saying, and so is your mother. But people really wanted to see what Gillian Wallow had to say about Dave Portnoy saying this because they in bed with Barstool Sports. So here is Gillian Wallow clearing some things up. Check this out right here, then we'll come back with some commentary.
Shout out to Angela Reese, y'all did a great thing. Y'all did y'all thing. Congratulations for being the champions. And I'm gonna say this: we don't stand with nothing that Dave Portnoy said in any type, shape, forms, or fashion. We're not in agreement with that. We're not in alignment with that in any way. And number two, $1 million worth of game LLC is owned by two people, Wallace Peoples and Fernard Rasir. We do not work for Barstool. We have a partnership. We have a licensing deal. 100% ownership is by us. We don't have no bosses. I only got one boss, and that's God. And my wife, whenever that happens, whenever I get married. But other than that, that's how we rock.
You be your boss.
Yeah, you know how that shit. That's how that shit go, cuz. That's how it go. You know, people like Tootie got the control of the money. Well, shut up. Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, shout out to Angela Reese. You did a great job, young sister. And we're not just gonna stand for that. Like Dave, for her to be a classless piece of shit because of basketball, you're wrong about that shit.
And we love you, Dave.
We fuck with you, Dave.
But we fuck with you the long way.
You're totally out of pocket for that. You're wrong for that. For a human being to be a classless piece of shit for sports where it's nothing but trash talking and talk, we're not doing that. We're not going to do.
It's obvious that he ain't never played no basketball before because people talk shit all the fucking time. It is not, and it's obvious you ain't never played 2K before because you cut that mic on, people gonna talk shit all the fucking time. I know you play Call of Duty. Let your record be trash. That's just gaming. Imagine what they do on the fucking court. When you getting dropped off and the motherfucker is hot and you cannot guard him. This right here was something light compared to what niggas be doing on the court. So let's get to Corey Holcomb. You know, I was going to react to Corey last week, but he had Godfrey up there and Godfrey was, he was so cringy last week. I ain't going to hold you. That shit was... And then he had that gay ass shit that he said. I said, I am not reacting to this. Ugh.
Black athletes versus white. Let's get on this motherfucking bullshit with the little sister from LSU. Congratulations, who won her national championship at LSU. Yeah. Them motherfuckers went in there and they got the job done, and she got mad swag. She one of them girls, even though she about 6, how tall is that girl? Go Mac, you gone? All right, man, love you, boy. Huh?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did that too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he talking about what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put this shit on blast because them motherfuckers bogus. I wanna know, do y'all know, I'm talking about, I'm getting to it too soon. Okay, a girl, LSU, sister, won the national championship. Do you know they invited her opponent, who happened to be a Caucasian woman, to the White House?
Caitlin Clark.
They invited both teams?
They invited
And they usually
both.
invite just the champions, don't they?
They wanted to give her
Oh, the games that they play, dog.
Oh my God, that is a slap in the face.
It really
dog.
is.
That is so disrespectful to say, oh, tell Iowa to come too. Man, I hope
I
y'all
wouldn't
don't
even go.
Don't go to that shit. Don't go to that shit.
And if you look on their Twitter, they literally say they not going.
Them people are not for you, man. Why don't they just invite Iowa and say, we wanted Iowa to come because they're Caucasian? Why can't they just speak from the heart?
Right.
We're rooting for the Caucasian girl because Caucasian people have basically, we run the world. So now that there's a Caucasian girl who can play, that girl from Iowa can play like a motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you just say, we'd rather had a white girl here and y'all go down to Martin Luther King Boulevard and we'll pay for y'all rib tip dinner? Why don't you just say that? Why don't you come from the heart? Why you gotta dog them out and say they got to be there with Iowa? That ain't right. That ain't right. Do you know the history of racist ass media in sports? A commentator on ESPN named JJ Redick had the nerve to ask Kendrick Perkins, so are you saying there's racism in the vote for the MVP of the NBA? That's what he had the nerve to ask him. Of course, Kendrick Perkins can't say nothing. He works for the corporation. If he speaks from the heart, he's fired. Kendrick Perkins, Stephen A. Smith, they can't tell the truth. They'll be fired. But I can. Do you know why more people of Caucasian descent vote for the MVP? Because if it was all black people voting for the MVP, all black people will win the MVP. They put white people as the voters for the MVP, so the 3 to 4 Caucasian players that are good can win the MVP. Because in the NBA, you got about, I'm not exaggerating, there's about 10 stars that are Caucasian. The rest is a black league. It's a black league. You can't win the championship unless you have blacks on your team. An all Caucasian team can't win it all nowadays. I know that's what you want, but it just won't happen. If it does, god damn, them people gonna get rock carvings on Mount Rushmore. Oh my God, if an all-white team win the NBA title,
the hell out there.
those people are gods.
Man, do you
You know what? Now, see, when what is LaMelo Ball's dad? LeVar Ball. When LeVar Ball said that in college, let's crucify him. Too many white players, they slow on their feet. Let's crucify the nigga when he says that. No, hold on.
Forever. But that's not what's happening. The truth
make a
is,
Space Jam movie about that.
black people are the people playing in the NBA, and white people are the ones coaching and in charge of everything. So don't ask me, JJ Redick, because I ain't got to lie. Yes, the reason there's more white voters for the MVP than black voters for the MVP is to ensure when there's a Caucasian player that stands out, he wins the MVP. That's what it is. Jokic can win the MVP the next 15 years if they want to give it to him. How many times did Jordan ever win back-to-back MVPs? Michael Jordan never won back-to-back MVPs of the NBA.
In the 90, 91, 91, 92 NBA MVP, Jordan has won his second and third MVP awards, respectfully. At the time, he was the 7th player to win consecutive NBA MVP awards in the league history. He averaged 31 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. So yes, he has. He hasn't won 3 in a row though. Not Jordan, not Magic, nor LeBron. Or Kareem, just Bird, Wilt, and Russell. So yes, he has won.
And when he played, he dominated that motherfucker and sold stadiums out like a rock star. Teams that wasn't even winning was motherfucking having packed ass houses when the Bulls showed up because Air was playing in his prime. Now I'm talking about these college girls. Listen, that girl from Iowa can play and she's a bragger. She likes to be like, be in people's face with that
91,
shit.
92.
Huh?
I say 91, 92.
Some people saying no. All it takes, I think so. All it takes is a simple Google research, y'all. All you gotta do is just Google research.
He won back-to-back MVPs. I'm so glad Jordan won back-to-back MVPs because I wasn't sure. If you saying he won the MVP,
91, 92. Yeah, see.
well, I'm saying that he won MVP of the league.
Some people do their research. Yes, he did. Yes.
I'm not talking about the finals. I don't know if he won
Yeah,
MVP. I think Jordan only won 3 MVPs.
Marcus didn't keep reading. Yeah, he did, but Marcus didn't keep reading.
Steve Nash
it's all
got
good,
2
though.
MVPs back to back. Steve Nash, a garbage motherfucker who got his bitch fucked the shit out of by one of his teammates, and they tried to keep it under wraps.
He ain't garbage, but that
Motherfucker
right there,
had a
that
little
can
black
happen to
baby
anybody.
come out, that little white pussy in the hospital. That motherfucker was like, ah! His assist went down like a motherfucker.
Nigga ain't want to assist nobody else, nigga.
He wasn't passing the ball to none of these niggas.
Y'all
They was passing this bitch around.
Y'all passing y'all balls to my bitch. I ain't passing you niggas no balls.
Motherfuckers don't want to say this shit. So I'm saying like all this stuff that's happening with the sisters in this NCAA tournament because they tried to get his NCAA tournament with the girls so much publicity. The championship game was before the men.
That's good because they need the publicity. Caitlyn is fucking good. I can't lie. And Angel is good. I'm not gonna say fucking good because I don't know about big men female players. I see some of the moves that she does and it's great. But Caitlyn, I can tell that is something else entirely that you do not see in the WNBA. I can tell that. The way she shoot that 3, doing step back James Harden threes, fading to the left and right, getting the rebound, running it down, and fading. I don't know if she playing 2K or if I don't know what she doing. That's some 2K shit she doing.
They did everything they could to promote this shit.
Well, maybe
But the racism is coming out.
They need it.
That as well. But if anything, I wonder if it's
They
gonna
need a
have to
Magic,
pick up any kind of
and they need a LeBron.
sales and views.
They need a Magic, and they need a Bird.
I don't know what it's going to do for next year, but I know the media. JJ Redick. Hey, JJ Redick, listen to this. Caucasian people are not capable of being neutral when they are covering black athletes versus white athletes. This has been known throughout history, JJ Redick. I hope you get a chance to see this. You're on ESPN debating with black men who basically are slaves. Come on the 5150 show and debate with me. We can have a conversation so I can show you you're a privileged Caucasian athlete. You shouldn't even be able to carry on. You had your NBA career. You didn't win shit. You won at Duke. Duke, when you went there, they had the top niggas in the nation running with your good shooting ass. That's how y'all won. So don't think that shit was gonna transfer over to the NBA. You wasn't even really getting playing time for real, if you ask me, when you first got in the NBA, but they found a way to get you in the game. You a good pop-a shot shooter, dog, but I'm just saying, you wanna debate racism in the NBA and the world, debate it with somebody like me who can talk from the heart. Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins can't speak from the heart. They'll be out here in the street and can't now one of them get pussy without that motherfucking ESPN money.
But see, the problem is they really hate when we support our own. Nigga. That's what they really hate.
That's what it is. Good shit, Marcus. That's what it is. That's really what it is.
They want to call us racist and shit when we support our own.
Now you see the niggas and already woke up and see what the fuck going on out here. If the black women wake up and see what's going on out here, y'all can't hide y'all the government cannot hide their shit no more. If the women wake up and see what the fuck going on.
We say some pro-black shit, or we we root for everybody black. Oh,
don't
you're
like
racist.
that.
You're racist. You're racist. But every other culture can do that, but us. You know what I mean? The Chinese support the Chinese, the Spanish support the Spanish. Like, as soon as some niggas support some niggas.
Like, ooh, we don't like
I said, oh no, you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be inclusive. Oh no, what y'all doing? They always in our business. Mind y'all motherfucking business, man.
I'm gonna play one last one, and then that's it for this video. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Anyway, Dr. Jill Biden. All right, we ain't giving out participation trophies. Dr. Jill Biden has infused herself into the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, LSU women's basketball, Iowa basketball controversy that has taken over the sports world for the last 36 hours, and I've had enough. I have had enough of this ridiculous conversation. First of all, the only people that aren't complaining about the little gesture that Angel Reese did towards Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It's basketball, it's sports, it's shit talking.
God damn it, Michael, you is spitting all on that camera, boy. God.
All right? You're supposed to talk shit in sports. Dr. Jill Biden, you're not even a real doctor. So what happened was this girl, the LSU girls are very charismatic, big personalities, great for the game, great for women's college basketball, which for all intents and purposes has been boring. No one cares. No one watches up until this year. The WNBA, no one cares, no one watches, okay? Apparently, the women's college basketball championship may have gotten more ratings than the men's college basketball championship, and I say good. So Caitlin Clark, white girl, Iowa, talks a lot of crap. She's kind of like the Steph Curry of women's basketball. She shoots from half court. She makes all kinds of shots. She's tough. She's gritty. She's great. She's a generational basketball player. I've seen her play once. Am I a WNBA, women's college basketball viewer? Hell no. Anybody who says that they're all in on women's college basketball is a liar. It's a brand new thing, a brand new funk. Kind of like when Irvin Magic Johnson played at Michigan State and the Hick from French Lick was playing at Indiana State in 1979. It infused, it inspired not just college basketball, but eventually the NBA. I think this will do the same thing. I think it's great. I think it's great that Angel Reese is talking shit. I think it's great that Caitlin Clark talks shit. But when a black girl does it to a white girl, it turns into a racial incident. I want this conversation to shut up. The only reason that this has even become a discussion is because Caitlin Clark, the white girl, had it done to her by the quote-unquote big, scary, intimidating LSU Angel Reese black girl. Nobody likes it. When it happens with a black girl doing it to a white girl, or a black guy doing it to a white guy, it's scary, it's classless, it's intimidating, it's degrading. That shitbag from Barstool Sports called a 20-year-old girl, this girl Angel Reese, called her a classless piece of shit. He tweeted that.
And that is your highlight of your life. After today, nobody will know who the fuck you are. In Jesus' name, amen.